Hi guys, welcome back to Living the Garden Dream. Guess what time it is? Garden planning time. Yes it is. So in this part of the video, we're gonna put together, I purchased a soil blocker. I've made my purchase for my seeds, seed trays. We're working currently on getting my beds made and put together. But at this point, let's get our indoor greenhouse. I got it off Amazon. We're gonna get that together, and it's gonna be a minute before we can get these beds, the main garden completed. That's a whole nother project. But I need to get started on seeds though. I need to get my planning started, like how many weeks prior to our frost date. I am in zone 8B. And so I looked on the Farmer's Almanac, got my dates, but I want to go buy the seed packet and schedule out when I should be starting my seeds. So you're gonna see a little bit of seed starting. We're gonna put our greenhouse together. Oh, and I bought some grow mats. See, I want to be like Becky from Acre Homestead when I grow up. Y'all tag it in this so she'll know that I want to be like her. But I have had epic fails ever since we moved on this property. Corn is not going to be on the agenda this year. I'm just going to buy it from a local farmer because I cannot get it to grow on this property, no matter how hard I try. And so I've had some epic failures. If I can get it out, my mouth ain't moving. I've had some failures on crops. But I feel like once I get it organized and planted, I can manage it better. This time we've got raised beds, so I don't have to fight grass. Those in-ground gardens are for the faint of heart. Don't do it if you don't do it. The grass around here kills everything. But anyway, my ranting on. Let's get this greenhouse started. All the products in this video I purchased off Amazon. What I'm unboxing right now is the B-Strip Indoor Greenhouse. Like I said, off of Amazon, I paid $119 for it. The installation process, like getting it together, was very simple. You just lock in all the parts and just put it all together. It's very simple. It was a project for me that I didn't need any help for. Didn't need to call the guys until we get to the part where my son has to come help me with the actual grow lights. But overall, I am very pleased with this product. I filmed this video the beginning of February, and I'm just now getting a chance to do the voiceover to complete the video to upload for you guys. But it is currently February the 19th, and in just those few short days of using this product, I am very pleased. So this is not sponsored, but if you guys would love to, if you need a greenhouse and you have a small space like I do, it would be a great option for you guys. And at this point is where my precious son, look at him, the very one to turn me into a mama, my first true love, look at him. But I needed some help, and he came through to help his old mama. We had to install the actual green light system, and it was a little, we didn't read the instructions. I'll just put it like that. So what you see us doing is strapping them to the poles, but that's not how they're supposed to be installed. And we did not realize this until the very end. The system comes with magnets. They're supposed to be magnetized to the poles, not strapped. And like I said, this is the end of the month with me editing and trying to get this video up for you guys. I still have not changed it. I've not fixed it in any form. Those tie straps are supposed to tie down the shelving part of the system. But here it is plugged in with the grow lights on. Now, I will say that the top 3 levels are purple, and the bottom shelving part is clear lights. And I've yet to figure out how I can get all 4 rows white and all 4 rows purple, like consistent colors all the way down. The only option it has is purple or clear, but I can't get the top 3 rows clear. So I really need to look at the instructions and find out what the issue is, or is that just the way it's supposed to be. But at the end of this video, I'll show you our progress from, let's see, I started these seeds February the 3rd, and like I said, it's currently the 19th, so it's been 2 weeks. I just put it right here in my dining room. It was the only area that, would be out of the way. We've got up the greenhouse to start our seeds. We've got our heat mats ready. I just need to get a 3-way, 4-way, 5-way, 1-way to plug in back here, and everything will be on one thing. And this is 2025 start to that spring and fall garden. Okay, let's transition over to seed starting. Here I am dumping my compost into my compost bin. I've used this bin for the last 3 or 4 gardening years, and it's a good sized bin to start seeds. But I will link a picture in here of the type of compost that I used. But I'm just rubbing this soil. It's so flaky. I don't know how to say it. It's like almost like flour, the consistency of flour. And I'm just looking at it. This is the first time I've used this, but it's called Vermont Compost. Got it off of Amazon again. It was $37.99, which was kind of expensive for me, but it's doing well. But here I am adding in water. I'm trying to get it as moist as I can without being soupy. I end up probably using a gallon or a half a gallon of water to get it to the consistency that I want it to be in order to use the soil blocker. I want it moist enough to use it, but not so moist to make the cell blocks, if that makes sense. But here I am just working that water in. I'm going to give it a few minutes just to soak up some of this water. I think I added just a little bit more in order to make it feel like the soil would be sturdy enough to use this soil blocker. But overall, it's a satisfied buy. I will be purchasing more. And here I am, while it's soaking, taking the stickers off of my growing trays. I bought the Mr. Penn growing tray. It was a pack of 5 for $16.99. I hope it's going to be sturdy enough that I can use it year after year. I will be buying it again. I'll let you know at the end of this growing season whether or not they were worth the buy. I was looking for something sturdy that I could continue to use, not something flimsy like you get at Walmart or at your local nursery. See, here I am putting more water in. It's just, I don't know. This is my first time doing this. I don't know. I couldn't get it with enough water. But here I am beginning to make my soil blockers. And I got and I may say this name incorrect, Yanovant soil blocker. It's a 4 cell blocker for $22.99. It has an option to buy an 8 cell, and I will be purchasing that for the next growing year. I am kind of financially tapped out on this project, trying to get it together between getting the supplies that we need, plus installing our raised beds. That's another video, upcoming video, but it is a project. It is mandatory on our list. But I think my sales, my growing sales came out really well. The only issue is you have to have thick compost, thick soil in order to get your cell blocks formed. You'll see me drag soil from one end of the bucket to the other because they are thick. They are thick. I'm not sure of the measurements. But here we are. I've got my cell blocks ready, and this is the seeds that we're going to start on this video. We are starting red onion, white onion, celery, serrano peppers, habanero peppers, Tabasco peppers, pumpkin spice, and cayenne peppers. You'll see soon about the firecracker peppers. None of these seeds done well last summer, and I'm hoping by doing it this way I'll get a better crop than I did last year. These particular seeds they're like 2 summers old, so I really wasn't sure if I was going to even get them to do anything. I wanted to clean out what seed collection I had this time around, and if I needed to order anything, I could. But here you see me putting like 2 or 3 seeds to each cell block. Like I said, I'm not sure whether or not, at this point, I'm not sure whether or not they will actually grow anything. In the next few clips, you will also see me start rhubarb, cabbage, tomatillos, and I was supposed to go to our local nursery. I was short on tomato seeds. And so when I went on MI Gardener to order those seeds, the tomatoes that I was looking for, they were out of stock. So I said, well, I'll just go to my local nursery and get a tray of tomato plants, and I've yet to do that. I need to go and get those. I don't know whether or not I'll wait to get those when the garden beds are completed and the compost is, in the beds to go get those. I don't know, because they're doing this job for me, so they should be fine to purchase them a little later. But overall, I am so satisfied with this process. It's a process that I will continue to do each year. Like I said, this compost that I bought was a little expensive. I may look into research, see if I can find something a little bit cheaper, but then again, I don't know. I'm indecisive on what I want to do, because you'll see at the end that these seeds did turn out very well, and if it's an upfront cost to get them started, then that's fine.
But what I plan on doing is so that I can keep track of what is in each tray here. This is a little skill that I learned from Becky from Acre Homestead. You know, I will mention her in all my videos, but I saw her do this little trick, and I was amazed. But I am going to put, yes, this is painter's tape. It was the only tape that I had, but I'm going to add a piece of tape to the side of the tray and just label each row what is there. I feel like it just made sense to do that instead of buying the garden stakes. I just use tape. Now, when it comes to planting these cell blocks into the garden beds, I'm going to have to come up with another idea in order to keep everything labeled. So I'll know what is what until the produce starts coming off. But, you know, it's trial and error. I've learned so much from YouTube. And so this is our 9th year living on this property, and we've had a garden each year, and nothing has compared to the first garden that we had. We got a lot of produce out of that, but it's a lot of work to get an in-ground garden on this property. This is the grass. If you can't keep up with the grass, you're gonna fail. And I'm currently in school. Again, I've told y'all this numerous amount of times. I'm in school. I work a part-time job. I work a full-time job. I help with my grandchildren as much as I can. And my plate is full right now. But, you know, we've got to eat. We've got to put some things up for next winter. And so with each tray, I am adding my seeds, and then I'm taking some extra compost and just making a layer over the top of those seals. And then I'm going to cover them with a little bit of plastic wrap. Before the plastic wrap though, I'm just going to add some more water to get the seeds started, to get, to give them a little bit of liquids. And then I'll put the plastic wrap on top of them and add them to the greenhouse. I was unsure about the grow mats, but there's only one temperature with them. And again, they are the BN Link heat mats. They're 10 inches by 20.75. They came in a 2-pack for $21.99. I feel like this was the best size to purchase for this particular greenhouse. If I had an outdoor greenhouse that was large and in charge, I would purchase the biggest heat mats that I could find. But maybe in a few summers that'll be the luck of the draw for me. But here I am. See, I'm adding the water to this particular tray. At the end of the day, though, we did get 3 trays of seeds starting, and I am pleased with how the process is going. I will say that these lights are on a timer, so every so often you can turn them on and it's 30 minutes to an hour and they'll cut off, so you have to go back and keep an eye on them. I'm not sure, I need to investigate it more on how long the lights need to stay on. But see here, you see the bottom row is the one that only has the light. But see, I didn't have a heat mat for that tray, but here we are. I took this little video yesterday. So just within 2 weeks of this process, look how big my starts have gotten. My granddaughter says, "Oh, Grandma, you got babies." And so she enjoys gardening. She enjoys helping with the babies. But you can see here to the right there, that's celery. I had 2 rows of celery right here, and they are not coming up as I wanted it. It's not going to be a full tray, but see, just having 1 or 2 seeds in each cell block, everything turned out okay for my first time. I'm so proud of myself. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all have a blessed one. We'll see you in the next one.